What's going on, y'all? This is CJUFCPicks. Thank you so much for joining us here for another episode. Tonight, we're breaking down UFC 297, Strickland versus Plessis. That's going to be a very solid card. But first, let me introduce you to my new co-host, and hopefully he'll be my new co-host going forward, my man Gibbs. What's going on, Gibbs?
What's good, CJ, my boy? And we in here, bro. We've been talking about this for a minute. We finally here, bro. So we about to go ahead and make some money and break these fights down, bro.
Of course, bro. Of course. We're going to beat these bookies. We're going to give these people some free plays, some free bets, some fire picks. And of course, you already know the smoke sesh. I got some mint blue on deck, bro. I never tried this before. So, what you got going on?
So I got some Tropicana over here, bro. We just got that from the dispensary, so we can go ahead and see how that go for us, man.
Let's go. So, whoever's new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video, drop a comment. And of course, I'm going to do my dog of the card, my favorite dog of the card, my favorite lock of the card. I'm bringing that back to the show. That's going to be happening today. So let's get to it. But first, let's recap what happened last night on UFC Fight Night Vegas 84. Bro, I did excellent. I only had 2 picks wrong. 9 out of 11 picks correct. So hold on, give me 1 second. Let me present that screen for y'all real quick. 1 moment. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's up there now. Yes,
All
sir.
right. All right. 1 moment. So the first fight of the night, I had that correct. I did pick Joshua Van to win by decision. I kind of knew he was gonna get a finish, but I thought Felipe Boons was gonna be tough enough to withstand his boxing. But that dude is incredible, bro. Josh Van is someone to look out for in the UFC. He starts off slow though, so that's my only worry with him. He's a little bit slow in the first round, but then he picks it up in the second and third round. So I like Joshua Van, and he got it done, bro. He won me some money last night. What you think about that fight?
Man, I thought Josh Van, like you said, he was coming out slow, but once he got grooving in the second round, I felt like he was just rolling. Bunez, he definitely was. I felt like he blew his wad in the beginning of the fight. Like, came out strong, but it's a 15-minute fight and they sprint, so Van don't get tired.
Did you pick Van to win the fight?
Yeah, I actually had Van by second round as well, but I didn't bet it though. It was kind of one of those prove it spots. I'm kind of scared of Bunez's jiu-jitsu, so stayed away from it, but had a perfect pick though.
Next fight, guys. As you can see, I got it wrong. I kind of doubted Nicholas Mota just because of his last performance with Trey Ogden. So a little bit of a recency bias right there with that fight between Mota and Nolan. I don't think Nolan is UFC caliber at all, bro. He didn't show me nothing in this fight. A huge disappointment. Nicholas Mota knocking him out in the first round, bro. So I got that pick wrong. How'd you do in this fight?
So it's funny. On my page, I actually picked Moda to win, but I didn't even play it either. Um, it was one of those things. You got a guy who's coming off 2 knockouts, but it's a stylistically good fight for him. But it's just one of the things. You don't know if the chin's compromised, so stayed away from it. But it was a good pick, like you said. Nolan disappointed. He didn't respect Moda.
Next fight, guys, that happened was Gene Silva versus Weston Wilson. Another guy, Weston Wilson, I don't think who belongs in the UFC. Gene Silva, though, bro, that walkout took like half an hour. I was like, "What's
Man,
going on, bro?" That was like slow motion type stuff. So, but he did prove himself in there, and he got the knockout victory in the very first round. He even said it that nobody can stand with him in the featherweight division. I don't know about all that, but he is dangerous and someone that I am gonna look out for in this division. I got that pick correct, man. He did win me some money because I did pick him to win by knockout. So how you do?
Nice. So yeah, this was my first play of the fight, and I had Gene Silva in round one, and yeah, it was probably one of the easiest plays to get of the year. Weston Wilson, not UFC caliber.
Not at all. Not at all. Next fight, guys. I got that pick correct and the outcome correct. Fareed Basharat winning by decision against Taylor Lapilus. That was a very good, exciting fight. Taylor Lapilus, he's still good, man. He's not someone to sleep on. So even though he lost this fight, I still got my eye on him. But Fareed Basharat is just so much better. His wrestling is pretty damn good. His grappling is pretty damn good, and his cardio is pretty up there as well. So give me free Basharat all day. I like him. Got the pick correct, got the outcome correct, so he won me some money. How'd you do on this fight?
Yeah, man. Tax, Death, and the Bicep brothers by decision. Those guys could not finish a fight to save their lives. Those guys can't finish Happy Meals. So yeah, that was one. That was a pretty easy call.
All right, next fight, guys, was Marcus McGee against Gaston Bolaños. As you can see, I got that pick correct. I got the outcome correct. Marcus McGee, the maniac. The dude is someone to look out for in this division. He's got power. He's got speed. He's athletic. Um, yeah, Marcus McGee is he's a real deal, bro. He's got hands. Gaston Bolaños, I mean, he's okay. I can see him doing something in this division, but he's probably not gonna touch the top 10 anytime soon.
No, I agree with you. I actually had Marcus McGee by TKO in this one, and it was actually one of them hold your nose plays. But you know, because I was scared. I respect the hands from Gaston Bolaños, but it just came out flat, and he was just trying to wait. He was trying to counter strike too much. But Marcus McGee, he dictated the pace well. Um, came coming in, I was a little nervous about the level of competition because you know, fighting Journey Newsom and JP Bays, those aren't quality wins in the UFC, but he got it done. It's his first good win, in my opinion, in the UFC. Going forward, you got to
Yes,
look out for him.
absolutely, bro. Marcus McGee is an animal. Next fight, guys, I got that pick wrong. This is my second pick that I got wrong on this whole card. Preston Parsons winning by decision against Matthew Semmelsberger, bro. I'm just gonna fade Matthew Semmelsberger from now on, bro. He's just not that good. He's borderline not UFC caliber in my opinion, bro. If he loses one more fight, I think he's gonna get cut from the UFC. Preston Parsons, I should have known to pick him to win this fight, bro. And he was a nice size underdog too, because Matthew
Yeah,
Semmelsberger came in at short notice in this fight. Because Preston Parsons was supposed to fight someone else. I forgot who it was, but should have picked him to win, bro. But it is what it is.
yeah, he was supposed to fight Brazil Hafiz, that guy who
Yeah,
fought
yeah,
Jake.
yeah.
Yep. But yeah, no, I was wrong as well. I did not. You know, I had a little inkling feeling that Preston Parsons could get him down and grind him out because you know we've seen that happen to him already. But versus Jeremiah Wells, but you know, like you said, Matthew Semmelsberger, it's just like he's a head case or something. He gets in there, he talks about what he's gonna do, he gets in there and freezes up. So yeah, he's one win away from one loss away from being, you know, back to Walmart.
All right, guys. Next fight. I got that pick correct. I got the outcome correct. A lot of people thought this fight was gonna finish, but I kind of knew it was gonna be a decision. Waldo Cortez Acosta defeating the legendary former UFC world champion Andre Arlovsky. Arlovsky, 45 years old, ancient as hell, but he still got some gas in his tank, so I guess he can go one or two more fights before he retires. But Waldo Cortez Acosta, bro, a freaking clown, man, just dancing in the fight, doing stupid stuff in the fight, and not taking his opponent serious. I don't think he's gonna be a world champion anytime soon, and he might even get cut just because of his antics, bro.
I was so like Jesus Christ. He's over there doing the salsa. He's over there playing with my money. I had to pick right, but I definitely I played the inside the distance prop, and that burnt me. But like I said, we when we came back on Prize Picks and got a good hit, but Yeah, that was my first miss of the year actually, and it kind of sucked. I felt like he had got him out of there almost in the second round, but he just wasn't able to get the finish. So no, he's on a no bet list.
On a no bet list. Next fight, guys, was Bruno Fiera, the Hulk, going against Phil Halls, bro. Phil No Chin Halls got knocked out again in this fight. I got the outcome correct. I got the pick correct. I got that at plus money. I cannot believe my eyes when I saw that at plus money. I grabbed that immediately and I banked on that. Bruno Fiera, he's a beast, bro. He's a beast. He's a big dude. He's powerful as hell. And Phil Halls, unfortunately, man, I think he's done.
Yeah, that's another knockout loss for Phil Halls. It's kind of tough. It's like you looked at that, like you said, you looked at that plus number early on in the week on Bruno Ferreira, and you thought it would have been a trap because sometimes when it looks too good to be true, most of the time it is, and not this case. I feel like the bookies were scared of Phil Hall's wrestling. He couldn't get none of that going. He's scared to get knocked out. He got knocked out again. I don't even want to make a joke about that. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared for him. He needs to retire. I don't want to see him get knocked out again.
Next fight, guys, was my dog of the card. Got the pick correct. Let's freaking go. Mario Batista coming out on top over Ricky Simone via decision. Didn't get the outcome correct because I thought he was gonna get a crazy knockout, but he almost did knock him out a few times though in that fight. He had him rocked a few times, so I almost got the outcome correct, but still nonetheless got the dog of the crowd correct at plus 150. Let's go. Mario Batista coming out on top for me. He was my dog of the card. How'd you do on this fight?
Man, it's weird. It's like we had identical picks. We didn't talk about our picks at all. But this is kind of everybody was saying it's one of the easier cards of the year. And hey, maybe it was. I'll take my money. I don't care. We had that dog this week, man. Like you said, Mario Batista almost got him out of there in the third round. He was wrestling defensively well. He was avoiding the takedowns. Ricky Simone just like he ran out of gas after the second round. We'll take the dog money, man.
Absolutely, bro. And I even said it in my last breakdown that if Mario Batista can stuff like 3 or 4 takedowns, he's gonna win that fight. And look what happened. Let's go. Next fight, guys. Got the pick correct, got the outcome wrong, but still banked on plus 105 with Jim Miller. And then when the fight happened, he was like a minus 150 or something like that. And he submitted Gabriel Benitez. I knew he was going to win this fight just because Gabe Benitez was out for like a year or two or something like that. So his inactivity, that's what caused me to pick Jim Miller because Jim Miller has been the more active fighter. He's fought the tougher competition, and he's definitely uh tough veteran in the UFC. So Jim Miller all day. Hopefully, he fights at UFC 300 just like he wants to.
Absolutely. Like you said, man, it just felt like Mowgli, he had that first good round, and that was pretty much it for him. They actually had Mowgli's fantasy points on prize picks at 60.5. I'm like, nah, man, there's no way. I went straight under that. I think his fantasy score is like 43. I love the way Jimmy Miller fought that fight. He fought a smart fight. He didn't take much damage. He had a little bit of bruises, but hey, come on now. He'll be fine in 2 weeks. UFC 300, Paul Felder. Let's go.
Let's go. And the next fight, guys, was my lock of the card. Look at that outcome. I got that outcome correct. Got the pick correct. I already knew this was gonna happen just because of how the first fight was going on. And I know that Johnny Walker doesn't have 5 round cardio. I don't think he's ever been in a 5 round fight. I don't think so. And if he has, it's been a while. I already knew this was going to be an easy lock for me. Magomed Ankalaev banking that knockout victory for me. Easy pick, easy lock, and I think he's going to be next in line for that light heavyweight championship, bro.
I think he deserves it. That was very, very, very impressive. He came out first round. He dropped it. Did you know? One could say Johnny Walker just came out too hot. Um, but that's a Johnny Walker fight. That's how he fights. Pretty easy pick to call. Magomed, quit kneeing people in the head, bro. You might get you a title, bro.
All right, guys, that was the quick break, quick recap for UFC Fight Night Ankalaev versus Walker 2, UFC Vegas 84. Now let's get to the pay-per-view. Let's get to the smoke sesh. Let's go. Oh, I skipped it. UFC 297 Strickland versus Duplessis going down on Saturday, January 20th from Toronto, right? Toronto, Canada. That's where they're going to have the
Yeah.
fights. That's going to be
Yep.
a good fight. And the co-main event, there's two title fights on this card. We have Raquel Pennington versus Myra Bueno Silva. That's going to be a very good fight. Two very solid main events going down. And I don't know about you, bro, but I'm about to light my blunt up.
Sounds good to me.
All right, guys, let's get out with the first fight of the night. Scheduled in the men's flyweight division, we have Malcolm Gordon going against Jimmy Flick. Malcolm Gordon, he's 14 and 7, 33 years old, 5'7", 70-inch reach. Jimmy Flick, he's 16 and 7, 33 years old, 5'7", with a 68-inch reach. Malcolm Gordon coming in at minus 130 favorite. He's got the hometown advantage. He's from Canada. Jimmy Flick, he is coming in at plus 110 underdog. Malcolm Gordon winning the last 2 out of his 5 fights. Jimmy Flick winning the last 3 out of his 5 fights. This is going to be a very close, very good fight to start off UFC 297. I'm going to go with Malcolm Gordon to win a very close decision because Jimmy Flick is tough. He doesn't get finished often. Let's go over his record real quick. Jimmy Flick losing to Alessandro Costa by KO and to Charles Johnson by KO. The Charles Johnson KO loss does worry me because Charles Johnson is not a KO fighter, and Charles Johnson isn't that great either. So that does worry me. That loss is not excusable in my book. And Alessandro Costa, that KO loss is that's kind of excusable. I guess you can say Costa is pretty decent. But before that, he did win against Cody Durden. That's a decent win. And he won his contender series fight against Nate Smith. Malcolm Gordon, he lost against Jake Hadley. Jake Hadley is a decent prospect, so that's not a bad loss. Losing against Muhammad Makayev, he's someone that's probably going to be a future champion someday. So that's an excusable loss. Winning against Dennis Bonder, winning against Francisco Figueiredo, and then losing against Sumadarji. Like I said, this is going to be a very close fight, guys, but give me Malcolm Gordon. My confidence level is like a 5. Who you got in this fight?
So, yeah, like you said, first fight of the night, we got Jimmy Flick. Malcolm Gordon, he's pretty much had an up and down UFC career. He's pretty much been brought into the UFC to lose. One could say the same about Jimmy Flick. Jimmy Flick, he had the good win versus Cody Durden. That was a pretty good one. When I look at these two guys fight each other, I feel like when they just look at each other, I feel like Jimmy Flick, he has the better hands. He's the better grappler. He's the better minute winner. Um, and, in the first fight of the night, it's usually the underdog that comes in and burns everybody. So go ahead and give me that underdog money the first fight of the night. I feel like Jimmy Flick's gonna have the more confident hands, and we're just gonna be, looking at just the better winning minute winner by Jimmy Flick. So Jimmy Flick's probably gonna win. But I would say what I have here, I got him winning by submission. So Jimmy Flick by submission. He's gonna find the back of Malcolm Gordon and get him out of there in the third round.
Dog chasing already. Dog chasing already. Let's go. Okay, we're different on the picks, and just to
First
let you
fight of
guys know,
the
just just to let you guys know, we don't script this or go over our picks. We go straight to it with you guys on these fights.
yes,
Next
sir.
fight, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled in the women's flyweight division, we have Jasmine Jasudavicius versus Priscila Cachoeira. Jasmine Jasudavicius, she's 9-3, 34 years old, 5'7", with a 68-inch reach. Priscila Cachoeira, she is 12-5, 35 years old, 5'7", with a 65-inch reach. Jasmine Jasudavicius coming in at minus 410 favorite. Here's another hometown favorite. She's from Canada, going against Priscila Cachoeira. She's a plus 300 underdog. I think that line is way too wide, in my opinion. Jasmine Jasudavicius isn't that dangerous to be a minus 410 against anyone, to be honest. Cachoeira does have KO power. She can KO anyone in this division. But she does get hit a lot, and she doesn't have good wrestling. That's what worries me in this fight. Jasmine Jasudavicius does have wrestling, does have submissions, better cardio. Let's go over those records real quick. Jasmine Jasudavicius losing her last fight to Tracy Cortez. That's an excusable loss. Winning against Miranda Maverick, winning against Gabriela Fernandez, losing against Natalia Silva, and winning against Kay Hansen. I don't think she's in the UFC anymore. Priscila Cachoeira losing against Miranda Maverick, winning against Ariana Lipsky, winning against Ji Young Kim, losing against Gillian Robertson, she's on this card, and winning against Gina Mazzani. I gotta go with the hometown favorite, Jasmine Jasudavicius. I think she's gonna get it done, either decision or submission. I'm staying away money line wise. I might bet the over though. I think this fight goes over. Um, I'm not very confident on that pick. I'm going with a confidence level as a 5. Who you got, Gibbs?
Yeah, so I'm actually pretty much on the same page as you. I feel like Priscilla Cochetta, she's just not the best minute winner in the UFC. She be looking for the big shot too much, and she finds herself behind the scorecards when she be doing that. And if you want to look at MMA math here, Jasmine Jasudavicius, she grinded out Miranda Maverick, and then if you want to look at Priscilla Cochetta, she got armbarred by her. So those are two different. Like most people can be like, "Oh yeah, MMA math doesn't work," but those are two different type of finishes. So I feel like Jasmine is going to be the longer fighter here. She has the better cardio. She's not the more powerful fighter, but she's never been knocked out in her career. So you have to imagine that Jasmine Jasudavicius by decision would probably be the best play here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on to the next fight of the card. Scheduled in the men's welterweight division, we got Yohan Lainesse versus Sam Patterson. Yohan Lainesse, he's 9-2, 31 years old, 6'1", 76-inch reach. Sam Patterson, he is 10-2. He's 27 years old, 6'3", 78-inch reach. Yohan Lainesse, he's from Canada as well. Hometown favorite, minus 145. Going against the underdog at plus 120, Sam Patterson. This is going to be another close fight, but I might bet this fight, bro. I might bet Yohan Lainesse. I love that line, bro. Minus 145 for someone who's more proven, who's got better competition under his belt. His last loss was against Mike Malott, but Mike Malott is a beast, and he's on this card. He did win against Darian Weeks, losing against Gabe Green, and he won his contender series fight against Justin Burlinson. Sam Patterson dropped the ball in his debut fight against Janelle Ashmus and winning his contender series fight against Vinicius Stensi. I like the more proven fighter. Um, I like the guy that I think can win multiple ways. And he's got the hometown advantage. And minus 145 ain't that bad of a line for Yohan Lainesse. So give me the white lion, and I think he's going to get it done probably by decision, maybe by knockout. I can see a knockout happening because Patterson got knocked out before. So, yeah, give me Yohan Lainesse. My confidence level is a 6. Who you got, bro?
All right, so I'm on the same page as you. we've already seen Sam Patterson get knocked out by the same type of style, small, compacted power puncher, and I just feel like Sam Patterson he doesn't move enough. Like he has that tall man's defense, and he's just sitting there in the pocket with you. Like he'll pot shot, pot shot, pot shot, then he eats a big shot. We seen Yanel Asmos knock him out, and we seen a guy on the regional scene knock him out. Um, what I thought was pretty interesting in this fight, this is the first time that Yohan Lainesse has been a favorite, and it's the first time Sam Patterson's been an underdog. So if you're just going based off of EV, Sam Patterson would be a good bet. But I just feel like this is a nightmare matchup for Sam Patterson and Yohan Lainesse is gonna probably knock him out. So go ahead and give me Yohan Lainesse at 145 to knock
Let's
him out.
go, bro. That's probably gonna be plus money too when that line drops.
Probably.
Let's move on up to the next fight on the card. Scheduled in the women's strawweight division, we got Gillian Robertson versus Polyana Viana. Gillian Robertson, she's 12-8, 28 years old, 5'5", 63-inch reach, minus 200 favorite. Polyana Viana, she's 13-6, 31 years old, 5'5", 67-inch reach, and she's a plus 165 underdog. I don't think that Julian Robertson should be a minus 200 favorite in this fight. She's a wishy-washy fighter, in my opinion, bro. Her last loss was to Tabitha Ricci. That's an excusable loss because Ricci is a very good fighter, and I still think she has the potential to be a champion someday. She did win against Piera Rodriguez, winning against Maria Agapova. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Losing against JJ Aldridge, and winning against Priscila Cachoeira. And then Polyana Viana did lose her last fight to Jasmine Lucindo, winning against Jenu Frey, losing against Tabitha Ricci, winning against Mallory Martin, and winning against Emily Whitmire. And I think that Polyana Viana wins this fight, bro. I think she has a chance to win. She's Julian Robertson does have good submissions, but so does Polyana Viana. Polyana Viana does is more tough in my opinion. She's probably has more output, and to me, she's better on the ground as well. So give me the underdog in this fight, and my confidence level is a 6 out of 10. I might stay away money line wise. I'm thinking about it, bro. I'm thinking about placing that bet on the underdog, but I might just bet the over because I think this fight goes over too.
So yeah, I'm actually on the other side here. I don't know if that line's justifiable at minus 200, but yeah, we got um we got Jillian Robinson. She's a 2-2 as the favorite. Polyana Viana, she's 1-3 as the underdog. So it feels like I feel like the bookies kind of got a grip on her floor, her ceiling. Um, I feel like this is a nightmare matchup for Polyana Viana though, because we just seen Yasmin Lucindo come in and tap her out. Like if Yasmin Lucindo, no disrespect to her jiu-jitsu, but if she's tapping her out, what's gonna happen when Jillian Robinson, the black belt, gets on her back? Like, um, what I will say, if Jillian Robinson's having issues getting the fight to the mat, um, by a landslide, Polyana Viana's the better striker. She's the better minute winner. Um, and I don't blame anybody taking a shot on the dog here. But I think this is a nightmare matchup for Polyana Viana. So go ahead and give me Jillian Robinson. That's about a 7 confidence rate.
Okay, okay. Next fight, guys. Scheduled in the men's bantamweight division, and this is the rematch fight. I think this this fight happened on the regional scene, if I'm not mistaken. Scheduled in the men's bantamweight division, we have the debuting. He is debuting, right? Yeah, the debuting Serhiy Sidey versus Ramon Taveras. Serhiy Sidey, he's 10-1, 27 years old, 5'11", 72-inch reach. Ramon Taveras, 9-2, 30 years old, 5'8", 70-inch reach. Serhiy minus 180 favorite. Ramon Taveras, he is plus 155 underdog. I don't like betting on debuting fighters because they're not proven in the UFC yet. Oh, they're both making their UFC debut here. Okay, so yeah, this is a rematch. Um,
He fought
he
on Dana
lost.
White's defense.
He already lost to him by knockout in the Dana White Contender Series, right? Yeah,
Yep.
straight right. So I think that's gonna happen again. I didn't watch that fight. I don't really watch Dana White Contender Series like that because I got other things going on during that time. But I did do my tape for this fight. I did do my research. Give me Serhiy today to win, probably by knockout again. I'm staying away though, because like I said, they're both unproven in the UFC, and this is a pay-per-view spot by them. So who knows? Ramon Taveras might knock him out. Who you got? Who you got on this fight, bro?
So yeah, man. I actually got Series City as well. Like you said, we've already seen this matchup. They fought in the Dana White Contender Series. Ramon Tavares, he's just too sloppy. He just comes in throwing loopy right hands, and they're just super counterable. And a guy like Siri, he's gonna come in and try to clip you off the counters. When they fought the first time, the fight it was a minus 180, so they had a feeling that Siri City was gonna win. So yeah, they called it an early stoppage, so they gave Ramon Tavares another shot. But like you said, bro, we've seen this matchup already. Siri City knockout in Canada, baby.
I'm not betting this fight though, bro. I'm staying away for real. I'm staying away because I don't like the unpredictability about that fight. Haven't seen much of both of them yet, so I can't bet on that. Next fight, guys, scheduled in the men's featherweight division. This is gonna be a sneaky banger fight here, folks. And we have Charles Jourdain versus Sean Woodson. Charles Jourdain, he's 15-6, 28 years old, 5'9", 69-inch reach. Sean Woodson, 10-1. He's 31 years old, 6'2", 78-inch reach. Charles Jourdain, he's the hometown favorite at minus 185. Sean Woodson, a plus 150 underdog. I absolutely love Charles Jourdain. I love his fighting style. He's a great fighter. He always goes for it. He fights for your money. He's on a 2-fight winning streak. He's fought the tougher competition in my opinion. He's got more UFC experience than Sean Woodson. The only thing Sean Woodson has is a height advantage and a reach advantage. Because Charles Jourdain, believe it or not, he's only 28 years old. He's the younger fighter in this fight, and he's got more experience than Sean Woodson. This is a Charles Jourdain play all day. I love the line at minus 185. I did throw him in a parlay that I will reveal later on. And Charles Jourdain is my pick. My confidence level is a 7.5 out of 10. Who you got in this fight, bro?
Okay, okay. So, believe it or not, this is one of those picks that I'm actually not playing either. But, you might not like to hear this one, but I actually got Sean Woodson here. Um,
What?
we've seen so we've seen Charles Jourdain lose to bigger guys in Julian Rosa and then, a taller guy, I forget his name in the regional scene. Sean Woodson, he's 6-0 when it comes to decisions. I feel like if you're just looking at it from a straight EV bet, Sean Woodson, he's actually it's the first time that he's been an underdog in the UFC. So off based off that, that's a good play. But I just feel like if whenever they get in there, Jourdain sits back and gives that first round up. If Sean Woodson's coming in with the cardio issues like he did show versus Luis Saldana, because I can't get that fight out of my head, then you're gonna absolutely cruise through your play. But a bet I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play this bet, but I just think Jourdain's gonna probably get it done. They both fought Julian Erosa.
You
Um,
crazy, bro. You crazy.
Sean Woodson was a big favorite. Go back and look at the line. Sean Woodson was a big favorite versus Erosa, and then Sean Woodson almost got him out of there, but he gassed out. Go ahead and give it a dog on this one, man. Whenever they get in there, it's a different beast. On paper, he should win, but when they get in there, it's a different animal.
All right, bro. Okay. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I can't wait. Nah, I can't wait for this fight. It's gonna be interesting. Next fight, guys. Here's another banger right here, folks. Scheduled in the men's bantamweight divisions, we have Brad Katona versus Garrett Armfield. And let me tell you guys before I break down this fight, I like both of these guys, so this was hard for me. Brad Katona, he's 13 and 2, 32 years old, 5'6", 64.5-inch reach. Garrett Armfield, he's 9 and 3, 27 years old, 5'6", with a 70-inch reach. Brad Katona, -180 favorite. He's from Canada, hometown favorite. Garrett Armfield, he's a plus 150 underdog. I gotta go with the momentum here, guys. I gotta go with the guy who's been on a tear right now. I gotta go with Superman Brad Katona. The dude is a beast. The dude is a problem, but Garrett Armfield ain't no joke either. I might just stay away from this fight money line wise, but I like this fight to finish. I really do. I think someone's gonna get finished inside the distance for one of these guys. I think Brad Katona could get it done by knockout, TKO, or submission. My confidence level is like a 5.5 out of 10 because I like Garrett Armfield too. The dude is a beast. He's a dog, bro. I don't know, man. I might switch my pick depending on what you say. What you got?
Yeah, I'm actually on the Bracketona side. Here's
Let's
what I
go.
will say. Absolutely. Here's what I will say. Sometimes Bracketona, he shows kind of questionable IQ. Like, just for example, he fought Cody Gibson in his last one. That's striker versus wrestler, but he only shot a couple of times. You know, a guy versus Garrett, like a guy like Garrett Arthur, you don't want to be sitting there playing his game because he will knock you out, like you said. A lot of times I feel like Bracketona has the clear path to victory, but he won't take it. And this is a fight you have to use your grappling in this one, or bad things could happen. Because, like you said, I see this fight going, either two ways. Bracketona is gonna establish his wrestling, wear him out, beat him up, and I got this going submission. Or Garrett Armfield clips him with something big on the feet because he did knock out Kazama, which everybody's knocking Kazama out. But Garrett Armfield's no slouch. He's
No,
no
he's
slouch.
not. He's got good cardio too, bro. So
No, I agree. Yeah, I
we'll
got
see.
Brad, but
This is gonna be a banger, bro. I feel like this might be fight of the night for the prelims.
oh yeah, this fight's not on this card for no reason, brother.
Next fight, guys. We're on the main card now. Scheduled in the men's featherweight division. Speaking about bangers, this is a banger right here, folks. We got Arnold Allen versus Movsar Evloev. Arnold Allen, he's 19 and 2, 29 years old, 5'8", 70-inch reach. Movsar Evloev, he's undefeated at 17 and 0, 29 years old, 5'7", with a 72.5-inch reach. This fight is gonna not go on a distance, in my opinion. Someone's gonna finish, folks. I think someone's gonna finish. Arnold Allen, he's got knockout power, but he can slow down throughout the fight. Movsar Evloev, he's someone to look out for. I think he's gonna be a future champion someday. He's undefeated at 17 and 0, and I think he's gonna continue to be undefeated. I think he's gonna win this fight. He's got better wrestling, better grappling, better cardio, and he's got the momentum. Arnold Allen did lose his last fight. He lost to Max Holloway, but Max Holloway is a beast. He's probably the GOAT of this division. But before that, he was on a tear. He won against Calvin Cater. He won against Dan Hooker, Sadiq Youssef, and Nick Lentz. Those are very good, solid wins. But Mavla Izulov never lost in his career, winning against Diego Lopes, and we all know Diego Lopes is someone to look out for. The dude is a problem. He won against Dan Ige, another great fighter right there. Hakeem Duodow, he's a wishy-washy fighter, but that's a solid win. Nick Lentz, and Mike Grundy. So I think Mavslar Evloev does win this fight, and I got him in a parlay with Charles Jourdain plus money. Let's go.
Hey man, I'm right there with you. But what I will say, I just feel like if you said there was going to be a finish, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because Mobsar he can't finish a glass of water. He has seven wins in the UFC, all decisions. And that's very interesting. And
Yeah,
Arnold
bro.
Allen,
I'm banking on. Sorry to cut you off, bro. I'm
yeah,
banking on Arnold Allen to just blow his load in the fight. But go ahead.
yeah, yeah. I feel like Mobsar, he sometimes he just be too conservative. I feel like if Mobsar's probably 17-1 or something, he probably wouldn't be as conservative as he is. It's like he's trying to hold on to that O. But he fought his last one with Diego Lopes. Not only is he a guy to look out for, he almost tore his knee. He had that knee bar. I don't know if you remember that one. But yeah, that was a crazy one. I just feel like Mobsar, he definitely has the better hands. He's more active. Um, Allen, there's a world where he can clip Mobsar because Mobsar, he's shown, striking deficiencies and he's shown he can be hittable. If you go, they both fought Nick wins. That was a fight I had to go back and watch. He got hit a lot. He got tied up a lot in Mobsar. So I got Mobsar, but I got him by decision, and I'd be surprised if you put him away. But that parlay should be looking good at the end of the night.
I hope so, bro. I hope so. Next fight, guys. Remember this? I said that I had a dog of the card and a lock of the card. Here it goes, guys. Scheduled in the men's middleweight division, we got Chris Curtis versus Marc-André Barriault. Chris Curtis, he's 30-10, 40 fights on his record. That's crazy. 36 years old, 5'10", with a 75.5-inch reach. Marc-André Barriault, 16-6, 33 years old, 6'1", 74-inch reach. Chris Curtis, only winning the last two out of his five fights. Marc-André Barriault winning the last three out of his five fights, coming in at plus 140 underdog. Chris Curtis at minus 165 favorite. I immediately grabbed Marc-André Barriault at plus 150 when the lines first dropped. His line is moving as you can see. He's at plus 140 now. And I think he's going to win this fight. I think he's got better cardio. I think he's got more power than Chris Curtis. I think that Marc-André Barriault's pace is going to be too much for Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis does have the better boxing and probably, I don't know, maybe a little bit better defense because Marc-André Barriault can get cracked, but Marc-André Barriault, his pace, his pressure is going to be too much for Chris Curtis in this fight. He's got better wrestling too, in my opinion. Give me Marc-André Barriault all day, bro. I know this is a huge step up for him, but I think he's got this. I think he's going to come out and win this fight. Cash me that dog slip. Let's go.
Hey man, we line up right here perfectly, bro. Give me the dog. I feel like Marc-André Barrios, man, he has better cardio, like you said. I gotta get a boxing to Chris Curtis, but you know the output. Marc-André, he's gonna be way more active, and everybody wants to talk about when somebody has no chin, but let's talk about when somebody does have a chin. Marc-André Barrios only been knocked out one time by Chitty Bang Bang and Joe Kawani. So you say the same thing about Chris Curtis. He's only been knocked out one time at Ray Cooper in PFL. That was a bad knockout. He got knocked out though, so that was bad. Um, but I just feel like Marc-André, he's gonna just be looking better, and it's gonna resemble the Jack Hermanson fight without less kicks. It's gonna be Marc-André piecing him up down the stretch. He's gonna just be more active, and yeah, man, they didn't bring Chris Curtis here to Canada to win. They brought him here to lose.
Let's go. I love that number, bro. Plus 150. That's still a good number at plus 40. If I was you guys, I would grab that right now. No bullshit. Next fight, guys. Scheduled in the men's welterweight division, we have Neil Magny versus Mike Malott. Neil Magny, he's 28-11. He's 36 years old, 6'3", 80-inch reach. Mike Malott, he's 10-1, 32 years old, 6'1", 73-inch reach. This is a very interesting fight because we got a veteran here, Neil Magny. He's a plus 230 underdog. Mike Malott, he's 10-1, and he's a minus 280 favorite. I think that line is a little too wide in my opinion because a little bit disrespectful for the veteran here. Because Neil Magny, he's fought the tough competition. He's got way more UFC experience. He's fought everyone in the UFC in this division, and he's got a significant reach advantage, bro. He's got 80-inch reach advantage. That's 7 inches over Mike Malott. But Mike Malott, he's got better wrestling, probably better cardio, and more power than Neil Magny. I think I might grab. Oh man, this is such a tough fight because Neil Magny is a top 15, bro. This is a huge step up from Mike Malott, bro. Huge, huge step up. And I think he's. Ah man, I don't even know. I don't even know who to pick because I don't want to look stupid, bro. But I'm going with Mike Malott. I think he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it done, bro. He's got better wrestling because we know that Neil Magny can get taken down, and he also can get knocked out as well. He's getting older, bro. He's getting slower. So give me Mike Malott to win this fight.
Yeah, man. I know who's gonna win this fight. Mike Malott is gonna stop Neil Magny in Toronto. So honestly, I love Neil Magny. Started watching this sport. I've always known Neil Magny, and what I do know about Neil Magny is if you're a top echelon guy, you can get him out of there. You can put him away. Man, if you're not one of those guys, then he's gonna grind you out. He's gonna put you on the fence. He's gonna beat you up, and you're gonna look
That's
at
that's my worry here, bro. It's that veteran savvy, bro.
yeah. No, and you're right. You're right about that, man. But Mike Malott's the real deal. I literally for this card, for the main card, I pretty much went back and watched everybody's career. And what I was looking for is how Mike Malott deals with pressure with a pressure wrestler. And I can't remember the guy's name right now. But the guy had him on a cage and he was trying to take him down and he couldn't get it, he couldn't establish anything. He wore out and Mike Malott found a finish. Mike Malott, a guy who's never been to a decision. This is like oil and water. Um, and who's the oil? We're gonna find out. I believe Mike Malott is gonna be able to instill his game plan. He's gonna avoid the grappling, and he's gonna force Neil Magny to fight him. Because if you go back and watch his last fight versus Ian Machado Gary, um, he, Ian could have got him out of there, but he's playing with his food. He Neil Magny was a wounded animal in there. But one thing I will say is Neil Magny, his last six fights, he's been alternating wins and losses. So one could say if you want to just go strictly off that, Neil Magny should come in here and grind them out. Not on Saturday. Give me Mike Malott, KO baby.
All right, let's go. We're on the same page on that fight. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, is the co-main event of the evening for UFC 297. We have in the women's bantamweight division, and it's for the vacant UFC bantamweight championship of the world in the women's division. Raquel Pennington versus Mayra Bueno Silva. Raquel Pennington, she's 15-8. She's 35 years old, 5'7", 67.5-inch reach. Mayra Bueno Silva, 10'2". She's 32 years old, 5'6", 66.5-inch reach. I don't think this fight is going the distance, folks. Someone's getting stopped in this fight. And I'm telling you right now, and new, cast this right now, folks. She's going to be my lock of the card. For the first time ever, I'm picking a girl as my lock of the card. Mayra Bueno Silva is going to stop Raquel Pennington inside the distance, knockout, TKO, or submission. Most likely submission, folks. Mayra Bueno Silva is better everywhere the fight goes. I guarantee it, folks. I'm telling you. Give me Mayra Bueno Silva to win this fight.
Hey CJ, I think you right. You right there on the money, right there, brother. Rocky, man, we just seen this. We've seen this matchup, man. She doesn't do good with grapplers, bro. And let's be honest, bro. Myra Brandon Silva, she is not just a grappler. Let's make that clear. She can beat you in any fashion. She can decision you. She can beat you up. She can submit you. Man, she's just doing everything. And Raquel, she's 5-7 as an underdog. This is her first title fight. We seen these old people come in and just not do good in these title fights. Look at Kobe Covington like 3 weeks ago. He laid an egg. You know, I just feel like Myra Brandon Silva. This was a long time coming for her. She has, honestly, in my opinion, she has, one could say, the tougher competition in recent memory. And the streak that she's been on, in Raquel Pennington, is not impressive. And one thing, my theory that you guys would know going forward, like, if you're coming off a close decision win, like a split decision win, you're gonna lose your next one. And Raquel's coming off a split decision win versus Caitlin Vieira. So yeah, man, go ahead and give me Myra Brandon Silva to go ahead and win. But I do got Gillian Pena to beat her though.
Okay. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, is the main event of the evening for UFC 297, Strickland versus Duplessis. But before we give you our picks, before we give you our breakdown, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to join us each and every single week. We hope you enjoyed the show so far. We got a new co-host on the show, Gibbs. I'm hoping you're a mainstay, bro.
I'm here, bro.
Next fight, guys, is gonna be for the UFC middleweight championship. We have the middleweight champion, Sean Strickland, going against Dricus Duplessis. Sean Strickland, he's 28-5, 32 years old, 6'1", 76-inch reach. Dricus Duplessis, he's 20-2, 30 years old, 6'1", 76-inch reach. This fight is almost a pick'em. Sean Strickland a -120 favorite, and Dricus Duplessis a +100 underdog. I'm telling you guys right now, I think Sean Strickland is going to win this fight. This is Dricus Duplessis' first ever main event fight, first ever 5-round fight. Sean Strickland, he's got better cardio, better striking, better boxing, probably better wrestling as well. Sean Strickland can wrestle, he just doesn't show it. Dricus Duplessis probably has more power. He's got more power in those hands. But Sean Strickland, he's only been knocked out like once or twice in the UFC. Once by Alex Pereira, that was the most recent knockout that he's been given. Um, I think Strickland's pace, I think Strickland's pressure, I think Strickland's striking is going to be too much for Dricus Duplessis, and I think his cardio is going to overmatch Duplessis. If this fight goes into the third, fourth, fifth round, Strickland's going to cruise to a decision victory once again. And I got him in a play, folks. I got him at +100 when the lines were moving. When I saw that +100 line for Strickland, I grabbed that immediately, folks. And now he's like a -121, -125 on some books. Give me Strickland all day. And still, that's my pick. My confidence level is like an 8.
Man, folks, this is one of them cards that you might want to stay away from because you got a lot of two-way action. You got two sharps here, my man CJ and your new boy Gibbs. I gotta roll with Dracus Duplessis, and let me tell you why. I just feel like in this fight, Sean Strickland's just too emotional. I feel like he's gonna be fighting with his head. He ain't gonna be fighting the fight that he's usually supposed to fight. Like, and he already doesn't have the best IQ because if you want to go back and look at the Alex Pereira fight, we all thought he was gonna go take him down. And I just heard CJ's breakdown. If he takes him down, in a fight with a fighter like Sean Strickland, you don't know what he's gonna do. He doesn't know what he's gonna do. So you don't want to bet on a guy like that. Dracus Duplessis, from since he's been in the UFC, he's shown us that He wants to win straight up. Sean Strickland just started caring about the belt. This is all Drake cares about. He had the broken nose. He's had a broken nose and he wasn't breathing out his nose for like 12 years. He just got that fixed. And what did he go do? He beat Robert Whitaker, which I lost a unit on Drake's. And I had been riding with him the whole time. And I thought I knew him. Um, I feel like he's just gonna find a chin. You know, we all thought that Adesanya was gonna find a chin with the plot forward style of Sean Strickland. And let's be honest, with Sean Strickland, what's he gonna start doing? Running away? Like, nah, bro, that's what he's gonna do. Sean Strickland's gonna go in there, plot forward. He's gonna run into some, and Drake is gonna be the new champ.
Okay, all right. We're not agreeing on this fight. That's gonna be a banger, folks, no matter what. And I don't think this fight is going the distance, folks. Someone's gonna get knocked
It's
out.
not going the distance. That is a fact.
It's not going the distance, folks. That's gonna be a great card, folks. That's gonna be an amazing card. Can't wait for it. CJUFC picks. You already know what the smoke says, folks. Got the blunts rolling. Got the picks rolling right here. My new co-host Gibbs. If you want to shout anyone out, go for it, bro.
Hey man, I'm just gonna shout out my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without Him, none of this is possible. Yeah, man, I'm here. CJ, I appreciate the opportunity, bro. I'm here. Um, I do breakdowns on my show. My Twitter is handle. Snapchat is AO Gibby. Um, Sports Fanatic Gibbs right there. If y'all want to check me out, I'm here, man. Every week we here, so we gonna break these fights down. Like I said, we got a lot of conflicting picks, CJ. That kind of scares me because
Bro,
I,
I'm telling you, I'm taking over 2024, bro. I'm doing my homework this year. I'm doing a lot of research, and I feel confident that we're gonna get to 1,000 subscribers this year, bro. That's why I got you on this channel, so you can help me out build the fan base. That way we can go, bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that. So I
yeah, man.
appreciate you coming on, bro.
For sure, bro. We've got that, bro. More to come in the future, brother.
So, guys, join us next week. We're gonna do another breakdown for these fights. I'm not sure what the card is. I didn't look it up, so my bad. I was a little unprepared on that, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna be here next week. I don't think there's a card next week, right?
I got it up right now. Let's see. Uh, so next.
I'm pretty sure there's no card next week.
Nah, so it's gonna be December 3rd. Roman Dolidze versus Nasruddin Imavov.
Let's
That's the main
go.
event.
The Lisa versus Imavov. That's the next card we're gonna break down, guys. So join us for that. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video, and make sure to comment on the video who your picks are, your dog of the card, your lock of the card. I already gave you my lock and my dog, so you already know what to
Yeah,
do. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, CJUFC picks, and follow my dude Sports Fanatic Gibbs. We're out of here, folks.